The poem "Hawk Roosting" by Ted Hughes belongs to the collection Lyrical, which was published in the year 1960. Now, this poem is a hawk's eye view of the entire world, where the hawk believes itself to be the supreme power. The hawk in this poem presents itself as a dominating figure, as a dictator who is so overpowering that it considers itself above, superior to the creator itself. The hawk image actually in the poem suggests those human beings who now have become so violent, so egoistic, that they think that they can overpower their creator itself. The poem begins with the narrative persona I, that is the hawk, and the hawk is seated, or it is perched at one of the tallest branches, where it is meditating about how it is going to perform a perfect kill. Okay, and it is wondering and even rehearsing in his dreams how he is going to do this perfect kill, perform this perfect kill. The hawk is actually seated at a high point, and from that high point, he is reflecting on his advantageous position. He feels that everything in the nature is so well suited to provide him all the convenience. He looks down upon the earth, and the arrogant bird clutches the bark of the tree and praises his own self as God chose to make him this way, in such a way that he is proud of his food, he is proud of his feathers, and how he can use them to hold creation in my foot. The hawk in the poem is actually the replica of a tyrannical king who believes that everybody is under his foot, under his feet, and all his actions, even the action of killing somebody, is easily justified. But the hawk also proudly says that he can tear off any of its prey. Okay, probably the hawk feels that he is the harbinger of death. He can put anybody, actually, he can provide death to anyone he likes. He even has his destination and path clearly laid out before him. And he feels that since his task is to provide death to everyone, his body follows no sophistry. Okay, thus the hawk is the one who allots death to everyone, and nobody in the world has the right to question him. He considers himself to be the most powerful, since it is his job to provide death to everyone, and nobody can argue anything, or nobody can question the hawk. The hawk has actually eclipsed the sun, and he feels that he is superior to the sun also. And the hawk defies the norm of changing nature. All right, there has been no change in the power equation since he has been at his position, that is the highest position, as his eye does not allow any change. Okay, his vision and insight is blinded by the glory of his power. He is so much engrossed in the beauty of his own power, in the beauty of his own creation, that he is completely blind to the power of the nature. If at all any kind of change is allowed in the world, it can happen only with his permission. This is what the hawk actually feels. This kind of arrogant attitude, attitude, is continued in the entire poem, and he feels that his position is undisturbed. Nobody can dare to change his highest position, and without his permission, even others cannot change themselves or their position. So, he is the supreme, he is the one who dictates the nature, the functioning of the nature. All right, we can conclude that the poem points towards the negative attitudes of the human beings who considers themselves above their creator, and They feel that whatever nice or whatever beautiful or powerful that exists on the planet has been created by them and not by the god. So throughout the poem, the personification of the hawk suggests that human beings are too narcissistic and egoistical. All right, violence and death are the result of this egoistical attitude, which makes human beings claim their superiority over God. Now, Ted Hughes has something to say about his own poem. Let's see what he has written. He says, actually, what I had in mind was that in this hawk, nature is thinking, simply nature. It's not so simple because maybe nature is no longer so simple. Coming to Ted Hughes, he is often called the animal poet. And in animals, he saw assurances, the uselessness, and sometimes the violence of men, violence that is found in human beings. He used them, the animal imagery, to purify and intensify human experience. Therefore, Ted Hughes comes out as the one of the most interesting poets of the contemporary age.